Okay, next chapter. Still trying to fix the 64. I've done some continuity testing all around the place and everything looks okay. Replaced all the capacitors, which I can't remember if I videoed or not, but anyway, all these have been literally all the capacitors have been replaced. There's been no change. CPU's been checked. The VIC2's been checked. The PLA, which possibly is this one. Yeah, it's the PLA. This didn't work in the other 64, so I think the PLA is actually dead as well. So I tried it in my other 64 and came out with black screen. So I've used the whatever it's called, Plankton, to replace it. Tested this in the other 64, that works. Doesn't work in this one. So I think just what I'm going to do, so I'm just still trying the lunar lander test, which didn't work. So I had the kernel removed for that. So I think I can test the lunar lander without the basic and character, whichever way around these go. So as the only two chips I haven't actually removed are the so far socketed are these two. I might as well socket those as well because literally everything else is in a socket, and I've tested it. Just to do some basic testing, I did actually remove the 6526s and the SID, but the 6 is knackered anyway. Even though it's one of the SIDs that people were after, it looks like that one died. Not sure there's a problem with it. It might be because of other things going wrong, which is why the SID wasn't working. But I'll certainly test that and then come back to it. Did I have a SID replacement? I can't actually remember now. But anyway, what I'm going to do is desolder these two chips, and that'll be the next chapter. I haven't made a video of this. This may be part of a longer video. Haven't decided. So yeah. Anyway, so I've got the desolder gun over here. Trying to burn myself on it. Haven't burnt myself on it so far. Sorry about the bright light. Let's see if I can actually just change the brightness of this down. Whoops. I hate this thing. Oops, that's very bright. Just to see if I can desolder this. I'm just going to pause a second to try and change the brightness. Okay, looks like just change the hold where the power is, and it sort of goes up and down, I think. Anyway, I know it's not zoomed in very well. I might get a microphone or something. Microphone? Anyway, I might get something so I can zoom in. Anyway, for the moment, just going to see if I remove the ROMs. So this one and this one here. So let's just make a start. Might have to use some solder. Anyway, this bit will be probably sped up anyway. Okay, soldered the two sockets back in here. Actually, let's just change this view round. Let's do it this way round. So, done this. Just removed the kernel for a moment. Haven't put either of these two chips back in again. Got dead test in. Not sure whether this works with the Luna. Just got it set to, what was it? The lunar lander. Oops, can't see that properly. Focus, focus. Left, left, high. So we've got X-ROM, load, low, high, set on these points. So I don't know whether this will work without the, I don't know which way round these go, the character ROM or the basic ROM, but just removed all three. I just want to see if it does anything different, so we'll just turn it on, see if anything. I've done the continuity tests to actually make sure I've soldered everything on correctly. It all looks to be okay, so I guess let's just turn this on, see if it does anything, which I expect not. Yep. Blank screen, there's no surprise. So what I'm just going to do is, where's it gone, where's it gone? Lost the chips. Oh, nice. Got a copy of the ROMs. It's not focusing. I'm not surprised. Anyway, got the 901225. And what's this one? 901226. So let's just test without the kernel in. I just want to test for the new ones. I'm not expecting it to do anything different. I just need to remember which chip is which. Let's find it. Second. So U4 is, whoops. So I'm just looking at another screen. Where's U4? This one. Damn it. One sec. Okay, got it. So 901226 is the basic. So let's just stick. Oops. So let's just stick the basic ROM in. And then 901225 is a character ROM. So we'll just stick the character ROM. We'll just leave the kernel out for the moment. Not sure if it's going to make too much difference with this. But I'm expecting it's not going to make a difference. So we'll. Where's it gone? I've lost it. Everything's in. Not expecting this to make a difference, so I'm going to have to do some further testing with this. So let's just turn it. Oops, move that off there. Turn it back on again, and blank screen. Yep. So not either of these two. So this is turning into a joy. So I think next up is going to be getting the oscilloscope out. So I think I'll probably do that in the follow-up videos because probably it's just getting long enough. But suffice to say, this should generally work, but it's not. So yeah. Oh well, onwards and downwards, I guess. So I'll assume these two are okay for a moment. So let's just keep them to the side. And then we'll test everything else. So thank you for watching this downward spiral of this thing.